What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. One thing that just came up to me is, holy crap, look at that. We need to update my subscriber count. And it's a lot more than this. A ton of you guys have flooded into the channel since the last time. I just updated this like a few days ago. Anyway, guys, I have your latest rundown of everything Juventus. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the bianconerizonechannel. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it is Thursday, December 9th, 2021, and of course, I have your latest rundown of all things Juventus. Before we jump into everything, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, a ton of people are starting to do it. Make sure you hit that like button, and also make sure you hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. I think one of the reasons, obviously, there's a lot of reasons. We have great content, we have a lot of good conversation, and we get to hang out and be honest and true about what we're talking about when it comes to Juventus football. But, of course, one of the things I have to talk about, the elephant in the room, is that definitely we're going to start doing more stuff that are giveaways and fan-centric and fun stuff like that. Just a little bit of a way to really reward the people that are, contributing or joining our community, all that we have here. Which, going by that, is we do have, of course, the Christmas giveaway that we're doing here. It will be announced within the next, week and a half, 2 weeks. It's that time frame right now. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like, make sure you retweet the ad that I think Alejandro has put out on the Bianconerizonechannel Twitter account. And then make sure you like it, all that good stuff. And make sure you share it with your friends as well. Also, before we do anything, make sure you consider joining the member squad as well. All of our videos are really thanks to them. They're able to really support us during this, as well as all the cool different little things you get with that as well. All right, let's jump into it. What news we have for today? So the very first one, of course, is something that I'm sure, when I say interest you, obviously it's for a specific reason that everybody wants to be heading. You want him out, okay? That's the one thing I can say. All right. Nico Bellice came out and said that Ramsey's agents were at the Continassa to find a solution. Not a resolution, at least for now. An early termination of the contract is not an option for Ramsey and his entourage. So, not exactly the news that we want to hear. They're trying to find some kind of way to figure out what's going on. Get his money from Juventus. He's going to try to stick with his money because I don't know really what options does he have. We hear of interest maybe from Premier League clubs. We also see that when he goes and plays for Wales, somehow he's miraculously healed and he scores a couple goals and he's good to go. Anyway, he's a fraud when it comes to Juventus. Let's just say the honest truth here. Aaron Ramsey is an absolute fraud when it comes to him as a player, and when he does, and he goes out there and he comes back to Juventus and he goes, "Oh, I'm hurt. I'm going to go hang out at J Medical." What I honestly want to know is two. One, is it him? Is it him that's calling all this and saying, "I want to sit out"? Or two, is it Juventus that is being like, "We're done with you. You sit down, be quiet until your contract's out"? That's what I wonder. Anyway, let's continue on with that. I know I was a little scatterbrained with my thoughts there on Ramsey. Just sometimes the Aaron Ramsey topic can set a little bit of a fire in me. All right. Next up, we have more on Aaron Ramsey, and this would be Nedved speaking with Infinity Plus, said, could Aaron Ramsey be sold? He's an unlucky guy. With the national TV, scores goals and puts in good performances. I love that he brought this comment up exactly right after I said it. With us, he doesn't succeed. That's some harsh language that I wasn't really expecting Nedved even to say in this moment. The reason I wasn't expecting it is because, I don't know, it's kind of shocking to hear one of your guys or one of the management really come out and speak honestly, truthfully, and negatively about a player. But anyway, he says that he scores goals and puts in good performances with the Wales team. With us, he doesn't succeed. He's unlucky with us. We're unlucky with him. We can't get him to play. So really just harsh words for Aaron Ramsey. But in that kind of answers my question that I had right there, which was, is it Aaron Ramsey or is it Juventus that's saying that he can't play? Right there, Nedved at least is telling you we can't get him to play. As in, it's him. It's not us. We asked him to go out there and do it. He's not doing it. He's stalling this bit, and he's being a pain in the bleep. All I can say, and I know a lot of fans feel this way, I will be more than happy to see Aaron Ramsey move on and to see his day at Juventus be over. It's just, there's good ways to go in and go out about it. Unfortunately, Aaron Ramsey has kind of he's soiled his name with Juventus fans, but also just in general, he's just not done a good job of really endearing himself as somebody who even tries or makes an effort with the team, with the staff, any of that. It's time for him to move on. It's time for Juventus to be done with him. And right now, he's being even more of a pain because he's just, all he cares about is money, let's be honest. And I understand a lot of people care about money. It is what you do as for everybody who loves playing sports and wants to do this for a career. That's great. But let's not kid ourselves. The money and the livelihood that you can build off of that is the real end goal for anybody. So, yeah. All right, let's move on. Get Aaron Ramsey out of here. I'm done with him. All right, Sky Italia is reporting that the latest name on Cherubini's list is, and I apologize, I'm going to bleep this up no matter what, is Wijnaldum. I'm terrible with names. Anyway, Juve, together with Inter, are among the clubs interested in the midfielder, who PSG is considering to sell on loan. If Ramsey or Rabiot leaves, Juve will go for him in January. Another long name in the list of potential options that Juventus could go after. I don't know. I don't have a lot of thoughts on Wijnaldum. You let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I honestly, and I know this isn't great for the content when it comes to giving hot takes when it comes to Wijnaldum. Yes, no, whatever have you. I like to hear your thoughts because I honestly, I like to hold myself back a little bit until I hear this report be corroborated multiple times before I really dive into anything like that, if that makes sense to you. But it's another name to keep an eye on for the Mercado coming in January. Next one up. Okay, and then Nedved with Infinity Plus continued to say, talking about, are they going to do nothing in January to improve? He said, can something change in the market in January? I don't think so. We're vigilant and attentive, but we have to give Allegri the right amount of time to make his choices and give opportunities to everyone. All this tells to me right now, and of course, what's Nedved going to say? He's not going to give Juventus' entire game plan out there, right, for everybody to read. But at the same time, what I'm getting from it is in a sense that basically, obviously, you need to sell players. You need to get players gone. Rabiot, Ramsey, whoever have you, they need to get out for you to make moves and have money for players that you can go after. But that's just basically, that's the end game, right? Adding more players, but to add players, you have to get rid of players. It has been seeming more and more with the rumor mill, though, that Juventus probably is going to, unless Kulusevski goes somewhere, any of these players that can actually, Archer, unless he goes anywhere, that you're really going to be kind of hamstrung right now, and you're not going to be able to really add anybody in this moment. So we'll see what happens. As soon as the Mercado heats up, this channel is going to be lit on fire with the rumors that we're going to be talking about. Let's continue on. Let's move on to, great, another deal that is exciting for me to talk about. Nedved continued to talk with Infinity Plus and said, Dybala's deal by Christmas, we're relaxed with him. There's no rush. We're on the right track. It's kind of funny because I know this channel talks about it a lot, be it myself, be it Alejandro, be Julian, or whatever have you. We've talked about the Dybala deal. We talked about Dybala, the struggle that he's currently having when it comes to, or not him struggling, but the deal just getting done. The struggle between whatever it is, whatever entity it is that's holding this back, that's slowing this down, it's frustrating as fans. He has a few weeks, and then basically he can do whatever he wants. He can go sign with somebody else. He can go make an agreement, whatever. It has to get done by New Year at least. I mean, really, it should be done by Christmas. I know Romeo Greci came out, and some comments obviously were made to him. However, they heard, I guess they heard the building tension in the fan base when it comes to Dybala and his situation. But he came out there with a fire extinguisher trying to put out, the little bit of frustration, the flames, whatever you want to call it. We'll see what happens with him. But I'm just, until it's done, call me a pessimist, call me a non-believer, whatever have you. But until the deal's done, I'm going to be a little bit on the edge of my seat when it comes to Dybala and his future at Juventus. That's just what I'm going to leave it at. Even though everybody else is saying not to worry, that's fine. It's fine. I trust. I mean, I believe what you're saying, but until I see it, I'll be reserved. Okay. Next up, Allegri talked to Juventus TV, saying that I've already told the lads that we have a very difficult game coming up on Saturday. They may think we're going to Venice because it's a beautiful city, but they don't know what kind of pitch we're playing on. It's a difficult pitch. I repeat, we're playing on a pitch that's narrower, 3 meters narrower. Venezia are a team that attacks, and it's a very difficult pitch. We have to play a smart game because we absolutely need 3 points. It is interesting, right? That the I see. That's one thing. That's one of those things where I'm a little bit out of the loop and not understanding how exactly certain things work when it comes to international football. I don't understand how a field, a court, or whatever have you isn't one regulation size everywhere. I never understand how it can be smaller, on the sides, on the length, or whatever have you. I never get that. Really, to me, it should be everything should have to be unanimous or across the board. So everybody should have to have the exact same field size, no matter where you are. But it's not. 3 meters is a good amount of distance. Hopefully they can work on that. We'll see how it plays out. But if we're being honest, it's Venezia. You should be beating Venezia, a team that's closer to relegation than they are the top. You should go out there and win games. I know anything can happen. I understand that. I like that he's staying on edge. And yes, Venice is a beautiful city. I went there in 2019. Might be also the reason that I have a son now. But anyway, overall, I do love the city of Venice. It has a special place in my heart overall. But again, it's not a vacation city, or it's not a vacation trip right now. You have to go out there and win. And like I said, we literally have this month to try to stockpile a little bit of points. To try to build up there. You've got to win these matches. And I think they should. Let's move on. And I guess this is the final topic that we really have today. It's Bonucci talking to Juventus TV leading up to the Venezia game. And Bonucci says, we enjoy the first place tonight, but tomorrow we think about Venezia, which will be a very difficult game. That's after they defeated, obviously, Malmo, and then also the Chelsea Zenit game played out as well. Worried about Venezia because it'll be a difficult game when you're playing in such a small stadium against such tough teams. You need to get into the game right away with humility and a desire to run. I'm confident. So Bonucci seems confident, like I said, going into this match. It's good to hear. Kind of a little bit of coach speak, if we're being honest. I really don't take much from this, but it's what he said. I am interested to see how this plays out. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're an experienced footballer, actually, like you play and you've experienced playing on different size fields and different size whatever. How much of a different effect does this really play in your game? Obviously, that's not my sport. It's my sport as a fan, but it's not my sport of experience as a player. So let me know there. I'd really be interested to see how that really affects you, even just the 3 meters. Smaller, how much different that really changes your game plan. But we'll see. Hopefully that plays out well for Juventus. They go out there, they beat Venezia at Venezia, bring home 3 points, and are that much closer to looking to a happy holidays. And then we'll see how the rest of it plays out when it comes to the rest of Serie A. Maybe they can drop some points and we can have a closer race and hopefully a better chance at making top 4 by the end of the season. Anyway, guys, that's all the news I really have for you today. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, if you haven't already, like I said before, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. If you haven't already, also, make sure you check us out on Twitter, and also make sure you're tuned in for whenever we end up doing this giveaway in 2 weeks. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you're following the Twitter account as well, and make sure you're liking and retweeting the actual giveaway, whatever notice that is on Twitter as well. Anyway, guys, appreciate you as always. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media down below too. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. We'll see you guys next time.